Hi boys and girls, hope everyone's doing well. So today I'm going to teach you another game. It's called Basketball Addition and we're going to play that shortly. It's for chapter 7, lesson 3. And so you'll get to see my daughter again, Rachel, because she's going to be my partner to play Basketball Addition, and you'll need a partner to play the game too. But first, let's warm up. You ready for a quick look? Here we go. I know you're getting good at these. You got it? Did you say 8? I think that was it, right? Yep. 4 and 4. Hopefully you saw it and you know your doubles, and 4 and 4 is 8. And we need to make sure you're practicing those doubles so you don't even have to really think about them anymore or use your fingers, that you can just shout them out. And here we go. Another double, right? So you can fill the frame. You can move these 4 over and fill the frame and say, okay, there's 10 and 2 more. Or if you know your frames really well and you can look at this and say, I know that's 6 and that one's 6, so 6 and 6 is 12. Doubles again, you can do that. Okay, last one. Fill the frame and see what's left. Did you get it? So what I did is I slid those 2 over to make my 10 and then knew that I had 5 more left, and I know 10 and 5 is 15. Hopefully you got them. Good. All right, so our mental math warm up, we had talked about multiples of 10, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Those are all your multiples of 10. So on these first ones, you're going to have to find a multiple of 10 for the answer. So here we go. This first one, 30 plus what? So that question mark means that's where we have to find the number. 30 plus how much equals 80? Well, I know because this number ends with a 0, a multiple of 10, and this number ends with a 0, another multiple of 10. The only thing that can go in here is another multiple of 10. So I have to think, from 30, how do I get to 80? 30, I count 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I counted 5 tens. 5 tens is 50, so hopefully you said 30 plus 50 equals 80. How about this one? Again, multiples of 10. 60 minus 40. So you can start with 60 and count back 40 and count 50, 40, 30, 20 and get 20. Or even simpler, just do 6 minus the 4 is 2 and then add that 0 on, so it's 20. Last one with the multiples of 20, we've got 20 plus what equals 90. So again, I'm going to start with the 20, count up by tens to see how far I need to get to 90. So if I'm at 20, I count 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. I counted 7 tens. 7 tens is 70. So 20 plus 70 should be in there is 90. Okay? All right, on the bottom, the mental math, we did this the other day too. When you're adding 3 or more numbers, remember what we talked about? Find easy pairs for yourself. So on this one, I would pair the 6 and the 4 first, because 6 and 4 I know is a multiple of 10, and then 3 more is the 13. Same thing on this one. If I look at this, I know 5 and 5 easily is 10, 6 more is 16. On this last one, 2, 2, 2, 2, I can just count by 2s, or I can think to myself, 2 times 4, because that's what this is. It's 2 4 times. 2 times 4 is 8. Okay? So hopefully you got those. All right, so for basketball addition, you're going to need 3 dice and your math journal. Your math journal is page 171. Now what I did up at the top is I put for team 1, I put my name, I put Miss Leager, and for team 2, I put Rachel. Okay, so math journal and 3 dice. You don't have to get it now, but when you're ready to play, that's what you're going to need. And I'm gonna take her down. Funny. Okay, so what you're going to do is I'm gonna be team 1 and I'm gonna roll the dice. So I got a 5, a 4, and a 3. So I'm going to take and add up my numbers. I know 5 and 4 is 9, and 3 more is 12. So I'm going to write in the first half where it says player 1 on my team, I'm going to write the 12 in there, and then Rachel's going to roll.
I got a 6, and a 2. So 6 plus 6 is doubles. That's 12. And then another 2 is 14. So I'm going to write 14. In my column.
All right, my turn again. I got 3, 3, and 2. So again, a double again. 3 and 3 is 6. 2 more is 8. So I'll write my 8 down.
I have a 5, a 4, and a 3. So 5 plus 4 is 9, and another 3 is 12.
So we're getting lots of practice adding our 3 numbers together. I just got 6, 4, and 5. I know 6 and 4 is one of those combinations of 10, and then 5 more is 15. So I'm writing my 15 down. So we're getting our column filled in for the first half.
I got 5, 2, and 3. So 5 plus 3 is 8, plus another 2 is 10.
Write it down. Oh my gosh. I just got the exact same roll as Rachel. I got a 5, a 3, and a 2. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to say I know 2 plus 3 is 5, and 5 is 10. So I'm going to write that down.
Woohoo!
Ooh, a biggie.
I got 2 5s and a 6. So 5 and 5 is 10, plus another 6 is 16.
Ooh, that hurt me. I got to have a last. This is my last roll for the first half, so I have to hope for a big roll. Let's see. Ooh, it's not looking good. I got a 4, and a 3. 4 and 4 is 8, and 3 more is 11.
I got a 6, a 1, and a 3. So 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 3 is 10.
Okay, so now our next job, we've just played our first half and we did all of these. Now, both of us need to add up the total. So we're going to have to add 12. I'm going to have to add 12, 8, 15, 10, and 11. I can do that using any strategy I want. Rachel's going to add up 14, 12, 10, 16, and 10. She can use whatever strategy she wants. So in yesterday's lesson, you learned about partial sums and you learned about adding with regrouping. You can use either of those methods or you can use your number grid. So right now, our next step would be to add it up. So I'm going to use partial sums. Okay, so remember, I lined them up, ones under ones, tens under tens. Now I'm going to add all the tens. And I have 4 of them, but I'm in the tens place, so I write a 40. Then I add the ones. And I have 16 ones. So I'm going to write the 16 under there. And then I add it up. And I get my total is 56. So I'm going to write 56 there. And I'm going to write 56 there for my first half point. So I totaled it there and there. Now Rachel's going to add hers up, lining up her ones and tens. And she's going to add using the regrouping. So she lined hers up real nice with the ones under the ones, tens under the tens, and she's going to start in the ones and add.
I have 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 0, still 6, plus another 6 is 12. Do you want to narrate this?
Okay, so she's going to put the 2 in the ones place, and then she's going to regroup her other one over here to the tens.
Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 6. So I got 62.
Ooh,
woohoo!
She beat me, but it's only the first half, so I could still make a comeback. Put it there too. Put it there too. Okay, so what we did now is we played the first half of the game. We wrote all our scores and we put them down here too. Now the second thing we would do would be to play the second half. Do the same thing. We'd roll and put our totals, total it up, and put our score for the second half. Then you have to get your final score. You get your final score by adding your first half and second half, and then you answer the questions down here. Okay? We're not going to continue to play the game. But you will play all the way through, use your 3 dice, use your scoreboard, and if you want to play it again, make sure before you play, maybe make a copy of it if you have a copy machine, or you can just put it on a regular sheet of paper too. So have fun, and I hope you do a good job practicing on your adding, and thank you to this bum,
Bala.
even though she beat me. Bye.